somebody from a marginalized community is shot or killed, and it's usually by police, and it comes across saying, you know, it was self-defense and so forth. But there was never that second look to find out, was it really self-defense, like, or was it just, you know, things that went really bad from the police ends? And I think we need to review that, because I think a lot of Canadians are starting to realize that, you know, we have issues here, but we're not just being told about them. In the US, they have body cams, you know, cell phone footage all the time. There's so many people, so they're catching things. And I think we need to actually take a relook at everything that's happened, because I think a lot of the things that have happened here, we need to take a second look, because I think a lot of the things that happened to certain marginalized communities was not handled in the correct way. I think that the police need to be more accountable for what happened.
Now that you've said that, I'm trying to word this properly, because I asked in another conversation of mine, I wanted people to understand that this was not coming from a racist point in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
This is coming from fact. Each year, every time we vote, I vote.
Mm-hmm.
But I noticed that Toronto has a very high 5.7 million people in this city or more, but they don't vote. What is happening with the census? Why doesn't the census work? Why don't the government know who's living even in these new buildings going up? Nobody seems to know who's living here. Isn't that what the census is for?
The census usually gives you an idea of the community, so it can get resources for it. That's a good question, because I don't know the answer. I think that's something that we really need to look at. I think we really need to get people to vote, because here's a perfect example of what's happening in the US. They're catering to the people who will get them into power. So when people don't vote, they cater to the ones who are going to get them into power. But I think things are changing. I think people are starting to realize that, you know something, it's going to get worse if you don't get out and make your voice heard. And I think things are changing.
Okay, that was the road I was going, because I'm trying to tie it all in together. I want to understand the voting. I want to understand the racism. I want to just understand the mindset of Canadians, people that really value their lives in a sense of voting, working, taking charge of their lives, contributing, and just the mere fact that they're.
We need to actually start investing back into the community where people can come and feel safe. Feel safe and express themselves and have their ideas acted upon, because I don't see that happening anymore. My God, I would love it if you ran for politics.
Oh, thank you, Dean, for coming on. You know, it's always a great pleasure to talk to you, and you're such a cute boy, so it makes it easy for me to talk.
A boy.
A cute man, and it makes it easy for me to talk to you. And I want to just say thank you so much today for enlightening me about your perspective on the whole thing that's going on. You've really cleared up a lot of things that, for me and maybe a lot of people, hopefully will learn from our conversation here today, and understand that everybody has a different view about how to improve things and where we should go. And hopefully at the end of the day, people will just do the right thing.
Get out there. Yeah. Get out there and make yourself seen and heard. Remember that I think he was like 16 years old in the States. He's organized a march and the police chief came out with him. That's a leader. That young man's a leader. If you're young, whatever community you come from and you want to be heard, go out and make something happen. People will join you. People will follow leadership. You just need to go out there and step up and do it. And if anybody's out there doing it, you can do it. Whether you're Black, Indigenous, whichever community you're from, just go out and say you want to bring people together, and people will follow. And we need leaderships like you if you're watching.
In other words, just do something.
Do it.
Do it.
Don't hesitate, do it.
Thank you, Dean, for being on my show today. Ladies and gentlemen, I had Mr. Dean Marr on my show today, a great friend of mine. He ran for city council in 2010. He's an animal activist, and he's just a good guy all around. And he gave us his input on how he feels about what's happening in the LGBT pronoun two-spirited community and the protests and the march. And we want to say thank you, Dean.
And
Thank
you're
you,
all beautiful people,
everybody.
and just be kind to people.
Be kind to people, and remember, people, wear your masks for the corona.
Exactly. Social
And,
distance.
and just be kind to each other. And you know what? Until next time on the Stephanie Stevens Show, thank you, Dean.
Love you. Love all of you. Thank you for joining us. Bye,
Over
Stephanie.
and
Thank
out,
you.
mister. Have a great
Goodbye.
week.